everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about Bad Batch Season 2 and why I didn't know that I actually cared as much as I did about the characters within the series. Like, whoa. Before we get into my thoughts on Bad Batch Season 2, I'd like to thank this video's sponsor, which is actually me, Clankers Closet. So a couple weeks ago, I contacted my good buddy, his name is also Cal, actually, and we decided we're gonna make a brand. We're gonna make a clothing brand. We're gonna make a bunch of cool Star Wars merch and just whatever we feel like making. So yeah, it's out, it's launched, and I want to announce it. Next week's video will be a video fully dedicated to showing off the merch, the quality, and why I think you should get some if you're into it. But this is the hat that you can get. The first drop is Battle Droid themed. It's a little risque, but you know, we don't discriminate against our sexy battle droids over here.
Roger, roger, baby girl.
So there will be a link in the description below where you guys can check out the first drop. I'm planning on doing new designs every month. Honestly, I just wanted to do this for fun. I'm constantly drawing and sketching and making designs, but they never actually end up on anything. So I was like, screw it. We're actually going to do something with this. So now, getting into Bad Batch and my thoughts on it. Oh my goodness. I loved it. So coming off the back of Season 1, I had my gripes with Season 1. It definitely wasn't my favorite Star Wars show by any means, but I did enjoy it. I love stuff with the Clone Troopers. I love Star Wars animation. I was 100% on board for a Season 2. And the main reason being this handsome fella, Crosshair. I freaking love Crosshair. He's one of my top 10 favorite Star Wars characters of all time, and in my opinion, he really carried the show, especially Season 1. So when Season 2 was announced, I was really excited to see Crosshair again, and also kind of thinking, to my fault, that he was going to carry Season 2. And oh boy, was I wrong. I thought that every character got a really great amount of screen time, even Echo, and was progressed in really interesting ways. Not that I wasn't a fan of Season 1, just that it took the things that I loved about Season 1 and capitalized on them in Season 2. So I think my overall enjoyment of Bad Batch has just shot way up because of Season 2. I do still think that Crosshair is the standout character of the Bad Batch series. I think that he's just way too interesting, and there's just so much going on there that it allows him to be super unpredictable and captivating when he's on screen. And now when I think of Crosshair, I think of the Cody episode. I think of the Mayday episode. It really fleshes him out, and you get to see how he reacts in certain situations and even how he wishes he could react in certain situations. He's just very interesting, very interesting. And I would argue that Tech and Echo maybe carried the episodes without Crosshair. I thought that Tech was very, very, very good this season. Like, shot way up in my ranking of the Bad Batch members, and maybe is somewhere in my top 10 favorite clone troopers of all time. And I think that maybe taking Echo out of the Bad Batch and putting him back with the clones was a really smart move, because he really didn't contribute all that much to the actual Bad Batch. I feel like his character can do way more influential and just cooler things with Rex, with Cody, and those legacy clone troopers that we know and love. And I think my biggest gripe with Season 1 was the filler. And one thing that I have thought that Star Wars has always done really well is its filler. I love when Star Wars takes the time to just breathe and show us new animals, new planets, and new characters. I love that kind of stuff. But it has to be interesting, and it has to be something that either furthers a character along in a small way, or, you know, shows us something really big. And I didn't really get that vibe a lot from the filler in Season 1. Now, the filler in Season 2, on the other hand, showed us very human moments between Omega and a Bad Batch member, like Tech, for example, on the mining episode. I love Star Wars Rebels. There's a lot of filler in Rebels, but I think filler can be good if done correctly. But the finale, oh my goodness, the finale. That's where I realized I actually care about these characters way more than I thought I did. When the music hit and it got quiet and the Bad Batch had that look on their face, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that at the end of Season 2 they would kill off a main member of the cast. At the end of Season 1, I was really excited to see what happened with Crosshair. But I'm even more excited to see how the Bad Batch reacts with having officially lost one of its members. What that did was remind me that no characters are safe, and it puts me on the edge of my seat for pretty much everything Star Wars in the future. I honestly thought that Bad Batch was just fantastic this season. probably a solid 9 out of 10, and the only thing that held it back for me was just the fact that we had a 9-episode gap between knowing what Crosshair was doing and where he was. Even though I do think this season did a better job of progressing the other members of the Bad Batch and showing us, how they react in certain situations, I still don't think that they are near as interesting as Crosshair and his story. So taking 9 episodes in between the show's most interesting character and leaving us with, I don't want to say mediocre, but just less interesting than Crosshair, I do think that maybe hurt it a little bit, especially while we're waiting weekly for the episodes to come out. It just made it feel like a really long time. So guys, that's kind of my thoughts on Bad Batch Season 2. I guess this is a review. I don't know. I just kind of want to see where you guys are at with your thoughts on it, and how shocked were you when Tech sacrificed himself? I'm still like somewhat speechless. Dave Filoni and LucasArts, they just continue to kill it. Like at this point, I'm just a huge Filoni simp. Anything that the guy touches within the Star Wars universe, I'm just over the moon about. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on Bad Batch Season 2. Also, what in the world is up with the other girl clone? Very interesting. Let me know your theories down below. Also, don't forget to check out Clankers Closet. Yeah, it's dope. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and as always, may the Force be with you.